Hello, my name is Samantha May, and welcome to another episode of Reality Talks, where we spill the tea on reality. Today's episode is a discussion that demands to be talked about, and it's a situation that has been occurring for quite some time now. As a society, we've done little to shed light to this conflict. Today we are going to be talking about the violence against Uyghur Muslims in China. This is your reminder that this podcast deals with issues such as violence, rape, and murder. For context, a 2014 policy jump-started concentration camps for Muslims to be established in 2017 within Xinjiang, a region in China. These camps were made to abuse individuals within them, with multiple forms of mistreatment, including rape and physical torture, being inflicted on them. They were established under Xi Jinping's administration, the CCP, Chinese Communist Party, General Secretary. Without trial, Uyghurs have been interned into these camps, including various ethnic minority groups such as the Kazakhs, Kyrgyz, and other Turkish Muslims. Uyghurs were accused of acts of terrorism, which one can conclude is an excuse to keep them imprisoned. In 2019, it was estimated that 1.5 million people were trapped in these concentration camps, but this number is bound to be inaccurate due to more people of different groups being imprisoned secretly due to facilities being scattered throughout the region. As previously stated, the Muslims in these camps are forced to endure various tortures such as being beaten, systematically raped, and forced to perform religious taboos. For example, it is against Islam to eat pork, but the Muslims in these camps are forced to eat it. The number of deaths caused by these camps is not well calculated, but some estimate that the death toll of prisoners these camps have caused could be in the millions. In 2019, 54 of the United Nations were supportive of China's Islamophobic policies, while 23 were not in favor of them. This made it difficult to stop the inhumane activities occurring there, and camp construction continued from then on. An important understanding that one needs to make when observing the Muslim crisis in China is the extremity of Islamophobia across the world that allows for the nation to get away with such bizarre actions. Many people, not just in China, exhibit prejudice towards Muslims and have labeled them as terrorists. Much of this stems from the 9/11 attacks that led people to wrongly accusing all Muslims of being threats towards the safety of others. This can be compared to the development of the Jewish Holocaust, with pre-existing anti-Semitism across Europe being a key factor in allowing the horrific event to take place. As individuals, it is hard for us to help in this situation, for there's nothing too direct that we can do. Talking about the subject and getting others to care is one of the best ways to get our country to step in. Legal action must take place outside of China to stop this crisis from being fueled. If we want actual change to happen, we need the nations to step in. Some of you may be wondering, how can we help these people if we can't take direct initiative? What we can do as students is put pressure on the US via spreading awareness. The horrors that the Uyghur Muslims are enduring right now truly disgusts me. In no way, shape, or form do these innocent people deserve to be treated the way they are being treated. To think that every party involved is capable of performing such inhumane activities makes me sick to my stomach, and it boggles my mind that some people didn't even know that this was happening. Ultimately, it is important for all of us to open our eyes to the situation at hand. Learning about Islamophobia inside and outside of school can help us prevent it in our own community, and staying updated on the crisis is essential. I hope that anyone listening understands the extremity of the situation and looks further into it. On that note, I will wrap up this podcast. Stay tuned. Talk to you next time, everyone.